What's up guys, welcome back to our Lord of the Rings Third Age playthrough. Not gonna lie, it's been about well over a week since the last part I recorded, so I completely forgot where we left off, but I'm pretty sure last time round we cleared up whatever was in the wild caves and, well, we ended up here, gates open. I remember not encountering the gate closed before, so yeah, there's bits I remember, but not an awful lot. Anyway, this bridge is, it's just going to be an enemy rush, I guess. It's just going to be enemy after enemy after enemy until the very end, and then we're going to have the encounters in the village of Edoras, and then that'll be the rest of the level. So it shouldn't take us too long. Mind you, I remember saying the same thing about a certain bonus level in Spyro, so you know, could be wrong about that. Don't quote me on it, please. So yeah, might have been well over a week since the last time I played, but I do remember my winning strategy of put everyone to fucking sleep and just take my time. That strategy will never change for regular enemies. The only time it will be a problem is when we encounter in boss fights when people are immune to sleep. It is a slight pain in the arse, this one, because you don't start with all 4 enemies on the field until you start with 2, and then you've got the other ones coming in to the side. Fortunately, at this stage of the game, it's quite easy to dispatch of the grunts. It gets a bit more difficult as the game goes on, you know, dispatching grunts, but even the most difficult times, it's not the hardest, so. So yeah, I've got really nothing much to say about gameplay right now, because I think I've covered everything at this point. Always have more in cast battle haste per turn. Idil heals up and uses loud water fury when there's no one who needs to be healed. Other than that, there's really not much for me to say. In my little break from this game, because I've been playing mostly platformers, you know, Spyro, Crash, that sort of thing. I think I might have been a bit harsh on last time I played this game. I remember saying I didn't use her much and I found her useless in the long run. She was only useless because I didn't give her much of a chance, to be honest with you. I used her to steal a couple of items from certain bosses, and then that was it. And obviously, if you don't use a character that much, you are going to be of the opinion that they're a bit on their shit side. None of the characters in this game are shit. They just, if you don't utilise them properly, they're going to seem worse than they actually are. I can go on about the music in this game for days. It's just so epic. Even when you just fight regular fucking orcs, which aren't even remotely threatening to you, the music can get you really pumped up and into it. Have I not been lingering sleep? Because he shouldn't be waking up at all. I'll have to check that after this fight. Let's use critical smash, because I'm pretty sure it won't kill you. But ah, you bastard! You better not be able to counter that. No, that's what I thought. Proper Isengard music as well. Makes sense as well, seeing as they're the ones invading Rohan. So I thought this level was called the Rohan Plains or something along those lines. It's actually called Rohan, Home of the Horse Lords. The wood sleep. Saruman attacks the trees before they are called to wrath. Cool, I suppose. Elagust. Passive skills. Makes attack arrows asleep for the duration of the fight. So I didn't misread it, did I? That orc was going to wake up before the end of the fight. Fuck it. With these 2 abilities, nothing should ever wake up if it gets affected by sleep. So I don't know what's going on there. You can do with more spirit. There's one thing that did disappoint me about this game is the armour doesn't really... It's not really all that unique, you know?
My family would have fled this way. They did not strike for Edoras. They must risk more dangerous White Mountain paths.
How can we find them in the midst of this?
I suggest you locate one of their maps. Since you now prize the cause of these people over the elves, because of one pretty face.
You know, I don't think Berefor ever actually pledged himself to the cause of the elves, did he? If he did, that was rather stupid of him, but... I'm just saying... I get why Idril's pissed, because I think she's got a bit of something for Berefor, but... at the same time, he never really pledged himself to... I'm trying to think of the right choice of words, but I can't. Everything I say sounds fucking daft. I do love how Hadhood and Elegus sort of just went, stay out of it, stay out of it. It's not worth getting involved in. At the same time, Berefor does jump ship quite quickly from Idril to Glory, because it is quite clear at the beginning of the game that Berefor's quite smitten with Idril. Smitten? Is that the right word? Yeah, there's definitely something going on at the beginning of the game between the two. A few little looks. But that all sort of changes as soon as Mary comes into it. I mean, it makes sense to a degree, because I mean, who's going to want to? I mean, put yourself in a Gondorian shoes. Who's going to want to cuddle up to an elf who usually seem rather aloof and not really interested in men? And when I say men, I don't mean males, I mean the realm of men. I do love that she starts with counter-attack. It makes life so much easier, with her at least. And I mean, we'll find later on why Berefor is... Berefor makes a more... There's a more logical reason for Berefor preferring Morin to Idril, but we won't find out till later on, so we'll leave it until that actually comes into the story, because it will come into the story. Even though the main story of this game really is just, hey, you're another group of warriors who just happen to follow the exact same path of the Fellowship. But we'll pretend that's not the sole reasoning behind, the sole driving force behind the story in this game. There's actually much more to it, guys. There really isn't. Speaking of the Fellowship, we're going to have some guest characters joining us next level, so can't wait for that. And as you might expect, they are overpowered as fuck, as they should be, because it's the Fellowship, for fuck's sake. They're not going to be weaker than your party. They're definitely survived certain events in the films anyway. Because I've been honest with you from the start, I've not read the books because I got bored. But yeah, in the films anyway, they've definitely seen enough life-threatening situations to deserve to be the level of overpowered they are. Except for Gandalf. Gandalf is definitely the most powerful of the lot. He also joins you for more than one boss fight. Another slight spoiler, I guess, but it'd be interesting to know. If you've not played this game before, let me know what boss fight you think he'll join us in next. You'd have to guess the boss first, which, you know, it's a pretty logical one. He crops up a couple of times in the movies. I'm pretty sure he's a big presence in the book as well. I could be wrong about that, but I don't see why not. He's a leader type, so yep. He wears bitchin' armour, has a cool mace. Come on, I'm giving it away now. So yeah, let me know in the comment section, guys. Only if you've not played the game before, because if you have played the game before, it's kind of redundant, because you'll already know who the other boss fight is. But yeah, let me know who you think it is. And free internet cookie to the guy or girl who guesses it. Oh, I do love the war cries in this game, they're awesome. I wish you could mash past this screen because it does. It's a bit slow. But hey ho, diddly do. We got 3 level ups from that, so that's pretty good. So yeah, what was I saying before the fight started? Yeah, armor. Armor in this game it's okay. I wish there was a bit more of a variety that you picked up, other than just because all the armor you pick up it looks exactly the same as other pieces, just slightly different, you know, slightly shinier. Even the weapons look a bit boring. I think the only real example of stuff that changes drastically is Berefor's shield. There's loads of different designs for his shields, which I'm grateful for because I do like a good, interesting shield design, even if it doesn't look like it's practical. This nice circle, that's practical as anything, but the Moria Goblin shield, that looks a bit daft, let's be honest. But it does give you +1 strength, so at least it makes sense in that regard. Scimitar, that's a bit odd. -1 spirit, we lose 1 speed and 1 dex, but we get more health. We get more damage as well, so let's go for it. It's a bit odd. Odd. It's it's a bit odd for Berefor to get a curved sword. They're usually straight. Let's see here. I don't think Berefor ever gets an armor piece that's worse than what he currently gets. And you see that this is exactly what I mean. It just changes colour. It's. I mean, at least each of the armor pieces are. I'm definitely equipping that. It's more damage, more speed, more dex. You lose a bit of AP, so it's not a problem. That looks pretty cool. Uruk, yeah, that explains it. All the bad guy weapons always look cooler. But yeah, I do get that most RPGs, especially before this, they wouldn't give you different looking armor pieces on the actual model. So I get there's some limitations because it's the first time I recall anyway, an RPG actually giving you a different armor set for the character for different pieces of armor you equipped, and not just stat differences. Whereas in this one, you've got the visual differences, but at the same time they're very minor, so it's kind of thanks for the effort, but let's get rid of these fucking orcs. One I'll use Arrows of Sleep, but I don't think it's going to work on these 2 melee titles. Indeed it does not. That's a shame. Oh right, yeah, 1 turn after. Fucking hell. I should have waited, I suppose. Oh well. Hindsight's 2020. Swordcraft. Filion Raft, will that take one of these guys out? I think it will. 1, 2, 3. Oh man, that is doing a lot more damage, that sword. Unless these guys are weaker than anything else we've encountered, but they're Urks, so it shouldn't be. Oh man, I'm getting pummeled. Oh shit, Elagos is gone. Oh, this isn't going well, guys. Oh dear. This isn't going to the way I've planned at all. Oh dear. Oh, don't let Idril go as well. Come on. There we go. Spirit powers. Herald of Valor. So that will heal Elagos to full and it doesn't AP, I remember. If I remember rightly. It does. And it lets him go next, so if I let off the Arrows of Sleep, at least those 2 new orcs shouldn't be able to damage me. So, yeah. We can turn this around quite easily. You just gotta be patient. As long as you don't lose more than 1 member of your party, it should be possible to make a turnaround. Or turnabout. But one way or the other, you can call it whichever way you want. It doesn't really make a difference to me. Swordcraft, Filion Raft. Let's get rid of this bastard. Who wounded him? Oh, I think Berefor's new sword inflicts wounding, which is pretty cool. Gift of Galadriel. Probably should have healed myself first, seeing as Idril's the healer, but doesn't matter. Let's use Cleanse Shadow so we can get rid of that. Man, I love the fact that Idril, if she's using healing spells, she speeds up quicker sometimes. I'm going to be leaving Idril in the party, so she can get healed last, I suppose. Let's put Morwen in. Dual Axe Craft, Bat Haste. Ah! How'd it go? Let's put Hadhood in. Let's use stone shield, mountain shield even, because we're gonna start waking people up to do some damage, and I don't know how many enemies are going to be added to the mix in this one. Uruk Bane, battle. I'll use battle haste again. Fuck it. I'm pretty sure it stacks, and can't hurt. Gift of the Galadriel. Sorry, Gift of Galadriel. I'm thinking of Gift of the Grey Haven, which we're working our way towards, which is a bitchin' fucking move, man. It's going to help us out a lot. Especially in situations where the whole party's on yellow or red. Which shouldn't occur that often, but when they do, it'll be a lifesaver, quite literally. Well, not literally. Literally in the gaming sense. Because, I mean, there's no way I'm going to die by playing this game, but my characters might, and I don't want to see them get hurt. I'm rather attached to them. I am aware of how dumb that sounds. If I can help it, I don't want to lose any of my guys, you know. Yeah, that should take out that archer. Is it? Yeah, nice. And that just leaves it. Adhood ain't got a fucking chance. Look, Loudwater Fury. The fitness will kill it actually. There we go. Whoop whoop. Yeah, Idril is quite possibly the best party member in the game, just because she can do so much, you know. And I mean, if you're willing to, you can even make her a good physical fighter. I don't see the point personally, but other people would agree. Watching Rohan. Saruman spies on Rohan as he plots to control his war. I suppose it is Saruman's war, isn't it? But he's kind of doing it on behalf of Sauron, isn't he? Book readers, if you're watching this, let me know in the comment section. I do wish to be educated, just not enough to pick up the actual books, because like I said, I've tried before. Granted, I was quite young when I did try last time, but, you know, it did make me go, nah, I'm bored, I don't want to do this anymore. I got new equipment, didn't I? Longsword. It's rather odd, they're both getting weapons meant for the other rather than themselves. Third Age Morannon Obsidian Longsword. It takes away my spirit. So, a blade carefully crafted of Blackgate Volcanic Rock. And it doesn't really add that much damage. Plus 3 damage per level. Yeah, fuck it, I'm going to keep with the Fangorn Steel Falchion. Or Falchion, how the fuck you pronounce it, man. That's another word I've never heard out loud. I've only ever seen written down, so... Let's see. Resistant to pierce, vulnerable against blunt. I don't think we're going up against much blunt people, so... There is such a minor change between those two chess pieces, it's barely even worth noting. Let's see, we lose a lot of strength, gain 1 spirit, lose 1 constitution, gain 2 speed and 5 dex. Resistant to slash and pierce, vulnerable against none. What does this do? That doesn't give us any resistance or anything, so... we lose quite a bit of strength, but I quite like having resistance to physical ailments, especially seeing as this... Oh no, this one isn't. This one's weak to blunt. I mean, let's equip it, and then let's look at the stats. Very strong against slash and strong against pierce, weak against blunt. You know what? I think I'll keep that one for its resistances. So yeah. Let's go.
You must cross over and reach Snowbourne. It defends the approach to Edoras. I expect Grima to have betrayed it by now. I must gather more men. Mithrandir will soon summon us to battle. Farewell, Gondorian.
Man, I love the Rohirrim so fucking much. Vulnerable frontier. Rohan's villages are falling to Saruman and hope dwindles. It doesn't look good. But thankfully we have the Fellowship and this company of warriors to help the world out. Or help this part of the world out, anyway. Yeah, oh, okay, let's listen to what this guy's got to say.
This was the doing of a man they called Grima.
I know this creature. Word of him spread to Gondor.
I thought you were of Rohan.
Only now. My family once served the steward, but his mind was poisoned against my father. I suspect Grima. We must crush this worm now, or he shall intercept the refugee column and slaughter it.
war's grim purpose. Berefor must risk death to save others, for this is his fate. That's pretty badass. So is Grima from Gondor originally then, and is that why Denethor? Well, fuck it, the Steward of Gondor. Is that why he went mad? Because Grima spread his dark words there too? I'd appreciate it, but guys, if you could answer that one for me too, because in the films there's definitely no connection between Grima Wormtongue and the realm of Gondor. Anyway, I remember this being a fucking pain in the arse. This, I want to say village, but it's kind of more than that. It's got a bit of defence to it. Because the village we had earlier was proper fucked straight away when we got there. Because there was no walls, there wasn't I want to say castle, but it's a bit more than a castle. I'm surprised Hadford got the first turn there. Because I've not been doing anything. I think all of these guys should be susceptible to sleep, so this fight should be pretty easy. Yeah, nice. I remember this section of the game not being too hard, it's just annoying because you have to go back and forth 5 or 6 times to open all the gates to get to the top, to get to the boss fight. She's battle paced. Oh nice, she learned Rage of the Maiden. Was it a melee attack that does a lot of damage? Well, let's test this out. How much damage is a lot of damage? Wow. It's about 500 more damage than her double cleave, so that's good to see. It's good to, well, good to know, rather. I think her flurry of the maiden, or whatever the fuck her multi attacks are called, are probably going to be more useful to me because they'll double up the amount of attacks you get. So instead of 2, you'll get 4 instead of. Let's get rid of this bastard with the main shot. Instead of 2, you'll get 4. Instead of 2, you'll get 6. I know her max amount is 6, I think, or is it 8? I'll have to check that after this fight because I'm kind of interested. Drain inspiration. Let's use Haste of the Elves because I want to get Hadford out to the Berefor in so he gets some XP. Well, more XP than he would otherwise. Oh my god. Let's craft a bunch of King's Foil. I don't want to take Elagos out because I want him to get the first attack next time round. Spirit Powers, Gift... Valorous Haste. Why didn't I just do that? I'm a fucking donor. Right, cool. Let's swap Hadford out for Berefor. And, let's use Aphelion Wrath, I suppose. Should do it. Yeah, quite easily. I don't think you can actually miss when an opponent's asleep, but I might be wrong on that one. It'd be a bit daft if you could miss, because they're asleep, they can't move. A decent bit of experience. Hadward gets a level, so not too bad. What's he got to say? Male villager, Snowborn's great hall lies beyond its many gates. They open only by a winch upon each hilltop, but treachery has led invaders inside. Yeah, Grima's a shit, is basically what he's saying there. Let's see here, stats. 1, 2, speed, and const. I say const, I know for a fact it's constitution, I just I like using abbreviations. Let's see here. Poisoned wounds, twin wounds. Let's see here. Rage of the Maiden. Wrath of the Penmark 4 times, and then Rohirric Rampages 6 times. Twin wounds. Oh, I guess we'll lose poison, I suppose. See, that's going to be I think her stealing tree can be quite useful if we get capture strength, because it will make her stronger, and I think that's the deal. Cloak of the Plains, don't remember that ever being good. I don't even remember doing enough to get it, so it might be good, it might not, who knows. Anyway, let's get this chest. I remember there being quite a few chests with some quite good things hidden, so I will be looking in nooks and crannies for chests this time around, so I know usually I'm like, nah, I won't bother. Let's see here. Less strength, less dex, less speed, more spirit. Resistant to slash, pierce and blunt. Well, let's have a look at what his resistances are right now. Weak. Yeah, I think I'm gonna sacrifice the good shit and get the you know, I'll get the boost to spirit rather than get the boost to strength, speed, and dex in order to get my defenses higher up, because Elegus wants to be. It puts pierce to normal, but it doesn't increase slash up a level. That's a bit odd. Oh well. Still better than it was anyway, because we want Elegus to survive as long as possible in fights, especially regular encounters. Which there's a good possibility that we'll get some. Sorry, regular encounters, random encounters. No, regular encounters. No, I knew what I meant. I'm going all over the place. Sorry about that, guys. Probably a good chance we'll have some random encounters in here, because the. Oh, maybe not. Because the meter is everywhere. Fortunately, it's not under the effect of the glitch, so you don't have to worry about having them every 2 fucking seconds, because that'd be annoying. Valorous Haste, Elidust. I'm pretty sure the Uruk in this fight can't be put to sleep, but everything else is fair game, so. Arrow to sleep. So yeah, I mean, I'm not going to do anything groundbreaking here, guys. You know my strategy by now. I'm going to put everyone to sleep and then work on enemies one by one. And I missed. Great. That's kind of annoying. Oh well. Man, they did a really good job of making the Uruks look fucking ugly. They look messed up. And I think they might look more messed up than in the movies, you know? I mean, the prosthetics in the movies were great, but I think these are the best Uruks. Because they look disgusting. And they look a lot different than the orcs. Fucking hell, why it took me so long to come to that word, and I don't know why. Man, he's immune to a lot of shit. Swordcraft, Guardian Strike. Come on, hit. Thank you. We don't want to miss any more attacks than we have to. In fact, we don't like missing attacks at all. It's kind of annoying, but when he does hit, he does do a lot of damage, so I can't really knock it. Let's get you out and put Hadford in. Maxcraft, Crippling Smash. Let's go for this one. So yeah, Crippling attacks are always the best wake-up attack for sleep enemies that have been put to sleep, because, well, it means when they wake up they won't get an attack straight away, because when you wake up from sleep you get the next attack instantly, or you do if you're the enemy. Let's use C's skill. Thank you. I really want that capture strength now, because it looks like it would make Morin a lot more viable for battles, more so the boss fights, because anyone's viable in everyday encounters against some chodes like these fuckers, but you know. Can you tell I fucking forced that word in? I shouldn't have bothered using it, because I still don't know what chode means. I know it's more of an American thing. Sorry, American insult, rather than anything else. And again, I could be wrong. Let me know in the comment section, unless I've already asked that in one of the last parts. Like I said, it's been a while, guys. Should I? Yeah, I'll see skill from when someone is asleep. I know I'll wake them up and give them an extra attack, but that's fine. Ooh. Counter attack, lovely. Her regular attack's not all that great, but her combined with her skills, it's quite. Sorry, stuff like dual axe cleave, or what's it called? Double cleave. Stuff like double cleave does a lot of damage, and it's quite impressive. And I can't do anything. Let's steal an item. Let's see what he's got. Dwarven nail. Don't know what that does, but I'm sure it's something useful. Let's steal more in. So yeah, even though I'm not doing it on purpose, but this fight is lasting longer than it needs to. Let's put you out, take you out, and put Hadford back in, because Hadford could do with some more experience. And by experience, I mean SP. I don't know why I said experience. Let's use Lembas, because I want him to have enough action points to do Arrows of Sleep next fight. Let's... Fuck it, let's put him out of his misery. Boom! Fuck you, guy. Let's use another Lembas. Should have lit... Oh, I've got 13. I'll use some old Toby and give myself a bit more health as well. Idio's next, right? No? Let's use Examine then. Fragile to water, fragile to blunt. immune to bind and ranged and bind spirit. Which doesn't really mean much because he can't use spirit or ranged attacks anyway. How daft is that? Oh, fuck it. Craft some more King's Foil then, Elagost. I am wasting turns, I know, it's just I need to heal Elagost and I want what I can have. Oh, fuck this. Craft, King's Foil. I want Hacker to get an axe attack in. Just so no one gets damaged. I know it's not 100% necessary, but it's something I like. It's the way my mind is telling me to play, and I want to follow that logic as much as possible. What did you expect, motherfucker? Loud Water Fury is so overpowered. Even this late in the game. Come to think of it, I don't think I have gotten Water Spirit that many times in Water Spirit, Water Stallion that many times in the game. But it doesn't do much more damage. It's just it affects everyone. So it's more for boss fights where there's more than one enemy, which will occur quite often later on. Let's see here. Valor Endurance, no thank you. Let's see here. We've got Cleansing Waters, Valor Endurance, and Water Stallions. So let's see. I'm going to do Cleansing Waters because I don't know when, but there's going to be some people who infect statuses on everyone in the party, and it's easier to get it over. And I might as well get it now while it's not necessary. Sorry, long before it's necessary. So as you can see, literally, especially it's more noticeable with Idriel because she doesn't have many armor pieces anyway. Because her other armor was cloth, if you remember. It was that red shirt. Well, I can show you it. No, I can't because I'm not in the armor section. Chest plate. It was this travelling jerkin, which I think looks cool. I really wish there's a late. I can't remember, but I hope there's a late piece of equipment for her that boosts spirit in exchange for armor. You know. Anyway. Let's keep with the Lothlorien steel chest piece, or chest plates. Anyway, let's see here. There's one of the switches. Armor mushrooms. Yep, and that's what it opens. It just opens all the gates. They're right next to every single gate that they open, so you don't have to play a guessing game to find out what does what. What are my quests here, actually? Reach the Great Hall. Morwen's family, liberate Snowborn. Grima has overtaken Snowborn and now holds it hostage. Make your way to Great Hall of Brett Village. So you get experience for reaching the Great Hall, and you get experience for beating Grima, who's the boss of this stage, which I think I've already said. There'll be another boss after Grima, but he's much more of a pushover. Let's see here, what have we got? No big deal. Rangecraft, House Sleep. I know that veteran on the end is going to fall asleep, but we'll get rid of these two guys early on, at least I won't get overrun by attacks. I'm not even going to bother bringing in the other set of guys, I just want to get this over and fucking done with, so... Boom, actually takes me. Totally does. Ah, fuck it, I lied, I just can't, even if it's something so minor and such a small amount of experience, I want everyone to get the boost. You know, I can't help it, it's a problem, I have a problem, I'm admitting it, that's the first step, right? So let's see here, Swordcraft, Orcbane, that should be enough to kill him. Got killed one. No, I was wrong, oh well. Okay. See, they're not even a threat, these fucking, I think they're called Rabble, I think that's how low on the chain they are. I didn't have to do another attack, man. Let's see here, Spirit Powers, Loud Water Fuel, no. Gift of Galadriel, Bearfall. Can you hear that music kick up? Oh, I love it so much. Let's just attack him regularly, fuck it, it's not going to kill him. I think that's a good third of his health. I mean, see, even Idriel, who's not exactly strong against physical attacks, doesn't take much damage from him, man. Battle Haste, always start with Battle Haste, because why the fuck not? Sorry, they're Elite Orc Sword Warrior. Earlier on in the game they were called Rabble, but at this point they're regular warriors and shit, but they're still pretty fucking lackluster. You know, as they should be. I'm gonna steal, fuck it, I'm gonna see skill. I really want that capture strength and seeing if that's gonna make her more viable. Which it might do, because like I said, I've not given her much of a chance before now. I won't lie to you guys, because there's no point, we'll find out. Yeah, there we go. I don't think I've even got a level up for anyone from that engagement, but I still want everyone to get the experience. Because my mind works that way. I'm sure I'm not the only one. If you share my sentiments and if you've got the option to give everyone full experience, you take it every time. It was only for Kingsfoil. Ah, what a joke. Third Age Rohirrim Rule Guard Shield. There we go. That's a pretty cool piece of kit. Equip, new equipment, Guard Shield. Let's see here. It adds more armour, and let's see how much more cooler it looks. I think I prefer the other one actually, but it provides more armour, so there's no point in not equipping it. This isn't Dark Souls. You can't just wear whatever the fuck you want because it looks pretty. Well, you can, but you'd be at a disadvantage, and what's the point in putting yourself at one? Let's see here. We're getting pretty long here. Let's see. Does this keep increasing even with a standstill? It does. It does. Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving. I'm totally going to have a random encounter. Oh well. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Keep moving. Is it coming? I didn't think I'd be able to get away from it, but you can never be too sure. Ah, fuck. This is not ideal for me. Because there are two this time round. Yeah, there are two that are immune to arrows of sleep this time round, so that's a bit of a problem. Oh well. It shouldn't be too hard, but still only regular enemies, so... Uruk-Bane. Oh, let's use Battle Haste, fuck it. Damage and shield. Well, that's not very nice. Water Fury. Let's get this guy on the end then. So he dies. You can't buff his enemy or that enemy's buff his allies, so... Boom! Oh, God, that looks like it would fucking hurt. Thiefcraft. Let's see skill, because I can't do any fucking natural damage to it. And I missed. Great. Counter attack. How can you counter a... Fuck it, I'm swapping Moron out for Bear 4. I'm going to use Dispel, because I can't really do anything to him until that fucking shield goes, because I don't want anyone to die. And of course. What an arse. I'm pretty sure spirit powers don't count. They do not. Rangecraft. I'll swap you out for Hadhood. Spirit powers. Flaming Fury. I don't know if that'll kill it or not. Hoping it does. It totally doesn't. What a bastard. Man, I've said it before. In fact, in this video, I've said it. But he is the perfect amount of ugliness for an Uruk. I prefer this type of Uruk to the Uruks in Shadow of Mordor. Because even though they said they're Uruks, they're fucking just regular orcs to me. That's all they look like is regular orcs. So not that much impressive. Why won't you die? Ugh. It fucking bugs me when you get a counter attack on a missed attack. It shouldn't work like that at all. I was going to heal with Vigil, but I want to get rid of this fucker because he's getting on my nerves now. You fucking bastard. That's what you get. That's what you get. Company knife. Yeah! Let's see here. Hadhood for Elagos. Item. Leave of Old Toby. I wanted the AP more than anything else. And I'll take you out and put Morwen in. Dual Axecraft. Battle Haste. Yeah. Spirit Powers. Gift of the Grey Haven. That is 200 AP, but I could afford it. And it means I only have to do one turn of prep instead of two. Yep, let's use Paralysing Shot, because that way, even though he's awake, he won't actually be able to do any damage. So. And he's immune, of course he is. That's what really nice. Oh well. Counter attack. Thiefcraft, Sea Skill, might as well. Thanking you. Dual Axecraft, double cleave. That should take it out if it hits. Boom. I also got more damage than usual, wasn't it? Maybe I should start pumping strength. I find that even though Maureen starts with a high level of dexterity, and that's all I've really been pumping is dex and speed, she still misses an awful lot. And I think that's why I never gave her much of a chance before now. You know? And what better time to give someone a chance than when I'm doing a playthrough of the game? You got your chance to shine with me, Maureen. Don't disappoint. Or do. Either's fine. I'm giving you a chance is what I'm saying. Even though you can't hear me, you're a video game character. Oh well. Let's do dex, fuck it. Did I get equipment? No. Skills. Someone learned something, didn't they? No, I'm imagining. Okay, I'm going to run up to the next gate. Oh my god, no. Oh no, I went and did a boo-boo. There is no switch I can reach from here, so I just did all that for nothing. And this video is already running quite long, so I'm going to return to the save point and then I'll end the video, guys. I'm definitely going to encounter one random encounter between here and there, so we'll get that over and done with, and then we'll end for now. You're probably not going to miss much. Feel free to shut off now, but you will miss what my random encounter is. Let's find out together. It is... I'm betting Wildmen. Oh, I fucking got it. Boom, bitch. Let's use arrows of sleep. This fight shouldn't take too long. Everyone's susceptible to sleep except for the orc boss on the end, who I missed anyway. And he's going to die from one of these. Oh, I was wrong. He didn't die from one of those. I'm pretty sure that attack causes shadow damage, but it must do because it does so much damage to Elagust, and that's the only element he's weak to. So, battle haste. Yeah. I really hope this hits. Boom! Take that, you son of a bitch. Item. No, fuck it. I'll swap you out for Hadhood so he can get his experience. Axecraft, crippling smash. Let's take out the warrior because he's slightly more damaging. He might have counter attack though, but that's not too much of a problem. Gift of Galadriel on the archer. Boom. Swap the archer out for the swordsman. Use a Filion Laugh. Take that out. I'm so glad. Berefor is always a heavy hitter, physical attack wise. I use Gift of Elrond, he doesn't really need it. You know me by now, I like to have everyone topped up. Let's bring Maureen back in. Dual Axecraft, Wargbane, Double Cleave. That might take him out actually. It totally did. Awesome. And then Idril can heal Maureen. Let's use Lembas anyway, because she's running. Ah, and I used it on the wrong guy. Oh well. Spirit Powers, Gift of Galadriel and Morwen. Boom. And then we'll bring in... Yeah, Weeping Blade. You see that's replaced the regular attack. So that... Yeah, he causes wounding damage now. So yeah. Let's examine him. Fragile to fire. And fragile to slash. Which is probably why Maureen does so much damage to these guys. Ah, I'm an arse. Lembas on myself this time. Idiot. Fuck it, the same shot. This won't kill him, but it will wake him up and give him an attack, which is kind of annoying, but not much you can do about it. Wild Pierce. Ah, it's negligible. Double Cleave. It's a bit of a... Underkill is overrated as... who said that? Liam Neeson in the new A-Team, I can't remember who the fuck he played. But he played the boss, but I can't remember his name. Shit, that's gonna bug me. Oh well, it doesn't matter. It's a good saying, I quite liked it. It made me chuckle when he said it anyway. Anyway, here I am back at the entrance to Snowbourne. Oh, look at that fire going on in the background, that's really sad. Anyway, this is a good enough place as any to stop, so I'll catch you all... Oh, great way to end the video. I'll catch you all next time, guys.